If you find yourself carrying an energy that feels too big, too visible, too exposed, and you shrink from it even as it pulses through you, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. I now recall how this pattern shows up in my life. I believe my sexual energy is something to be hidden or apologized for. I expect others to judge me negatively when they sense this energy in me. I feel that owning my power will make me stand out in a way that invites criticism or rejection. I often hold back my natural expression to seem more acceptable or less threatening. I assume that being seen as sexual means I am not taken seriously or respected. If this resonates, we will now gently connect with the emotional experience behind this pattern. The heat rises in my face and chest when I feel someone might sense what I am carrying. I want to cross my arms or make myself smaller. The thought comes automatically, they know they can see it. I feel like I am wearing something too revealing, even when I am fully covered. My body feels too loud, too obvious. I imagine people looking at me and thinking she is that kind of woman. The word shame lands right in my stomach, heavy and hot. I want to disappear. I cannot just be. I feel like I am leaking something I am supposed to keep private. The energy is there anyway, pressing against my skin. I compare myself to women who seem to own it, and I feel like I am failing. I tell myself I am not elegant enough, not cool enough to carry this. There is a tightness in my throat when I try to move naturally. I hold my breath. I want to be invisible and I want to be seen, and both feel dangerous. I feel ridiculous trying to tone it down. I feel like a fraud when I try to let it out. There is no safe middle ground. I am stuck between being too much and not enough. Even though I carry this shame about my sexual energy and feel exposed by it. This is just a pattern arising in consciousness, not who I really am. And I choose to meet it with gentle awareness. I hate that I carry this energy and cannot hide it. I feel so exposed all the time. Why can I not just be normal? People are going to think I am asking for something. I am so tired of feeling wrong in my own skin. I must be doing something to project this. I cannot control what they see. I feel disgusting. Notice how this feels in your body. I feel like a predator and a prey at the same time. Breathe into the heaviness. I wish I could just trade this energy for something quieter. I am so angry that I have to manage this. It is not fair that this is so hard for me. I feel like a child who wore something inappropriate and did not know. Let the body soften a little. I keep thinking if I just try harder I can fix this. I am watching myself try to shrink, and it is not working. The mind keeps spinning, trying to find a way out. I am so tired of this story. I feel the shame in my chest right now, tight and hot. Notice how the mind is trying to solve this. I just want to be able to walk into a room and not brace myself. I am here with this feeling now. I do not have to fix it. I can just let it be here. I can stay present with this exactly as it is. I do not need to understand it or change it. I remain here steady while this experience moves through me. Underlying beliefs. Perhaps I believe that my sexual energy makes me unsafe because it invites unwanted attention or judgment. Maybe I learned that being visibly sexual means I am not respectable or worthy of being taken seriously. It is possible I carry a belief that my power must be hidden for others to feel comfortable around me. I might be holding onto an old pattern where I decided it was safer to be invisible than to be seen fully. There could be a part of me that still believes I need to manage how others perceive me in order to be accepted. This ego mechanism of self-monitoring and shrinking might be an old attempt to stay in control of an unpredictable world. I recognize that these beliefs are patterns from past experiences and are not the truth of who I am. The outdated identity I am outgrowing is the role of the one who must tone herself down to be safe. A strategy that once served to protect me, but no longer aligns with who I am now. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I am sorry to my inner child, who experienced the message that her natural energy was something to be ashamed of. I am sorry you learned to hide and shrink before you even understood what you were hiding. You did nothing wrong by feeling what you felt and being who you were. Your awareness is safe now. And the feelings you carry are temporary visitors, not the truth of who you are. Inner child speaks. I thought I was bad. Maybe I do not have to hide so hard. Adult speaks. I give you permission to be seen exactly as you are. I give you permission to forgive anyone who made you feel wrong for being you. I release any guilt and shame you carry about your own nature. I honor our journey together through this. I love you. You are safe to let go and be yourself because I am here now and always to protect you. And these feelings are passing experiences, not the reality of who you are. Message from higher self. Now that we have felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. Your energy was never the problem. The problem was a world that taught you to fear your own power because it reflected something others could not hold. What you carry is not shameful. It is life. It is presence. It is the pulse of your own aliveness moving through you. The belief that you must manage or hide it was an illusion born of a time when you needed to stay small to feel safe. That time has passed. Your true self is untouched by any of this. Thoughts, fears, and sensations arise and fall like weather. And beneath it all, you remain whole, free, and perfectly as you are. Filling the void. I can feel the ground beneath my feet while this energy moves through me. I take one step at a time, even if I am not sure how I will be received. I hold this experience while still engaging with what is in front of me. I can soften my shoulders and still move forward. I allow myself to exist without needing to solve how I am perceived. The ask, inner child, let me feel what it is like to stand here without bracing, just for a moment. I give you permission to let the energy be in your body without trying to change it. Adult self, I choose to stay present with you while we learn what it feels like to simply be here together. I will not rush this, and I will not leave while you find your footing. Higher self, I allow this experience to show me what it feels like to be at ease with what I carry. I release control over how this looks or lands and let the body learn through its own timing. Bridge into your new reality. I used to feel exposed the moment I walked into a room. And now I notice a steadiness that does not depend on who is looking. Where my chest used to tighten and my breath would hold, I feel a sense of space that allows me to simply be here. I used to believe my energy was something to manage for others. And now I recognize it as simply the way I move through the world. Reclaim your power. I release the belief that I must be smaller to be safe. And I embrace the learning that my presence was never the problem. I choose to meet my own energy with compassion and trust, knowing that the self witnessing this process is always untouched, always capable, and always whole. Seeing it done, I imagine myself feeling a quiet ease in my own skin, walking into a space without the familiar preemptive brace. My shoulders are soft, my breath is steady. I notice the energy I carry is simply there, like warmth from the sun. And I do not need to do anything with it. I am not waiting for a reaction or monitoring how I land. I am just here, fully present, and it feels ordinary and deeply okay. I see myself now in a conversation, laughing, moving naturally. And I realize I have not thought about how I am being seen for the last 10 minutes. My body feels like home. My presence is accepted by the only person who ever needed to accept it. I feel the freedom of moving through life without the weight of self-consciousness. I breathe easily in my own skin. Knowing my energy is simply part of how I express my aliveness. I walk into any space with a quiet confidence that I belong there, just as I am. This way of being with myself feels like coming home to a room that has always been waiting for me. It is simple and calm, and I can return to it anytime. Now experience a new future. I am walking toward the door of the room. My feet are on the floor, and I feel the ground meeting them. I take a breath in, and I let it out slowly. My shoulders are where they are, not lifted up toward my ears. I feel the warmth in my chest, and I do not push it down. I let it be there. My hand reaches for the door handle. I notice my fingers are relaxed. I open the door. The air in the room is just air. I step inside. I feel my back straighten a little. Not because I am trying, just because my spine knows what to do. I look around. My eyes land on something ordinary, a chair, a window, a person. I do not need to figure out what they are thinking. My breath moves in and out on its own. I feel the energy in my body, the same energy I used to try to hide. It is just moving. Like blood. Like breath. I feel my hips sway slightly as I walk, and I notice it, and I keep walking. I do not stop myself. I find a place to stand. My feet are planted. I feel the soles of my shoes on the floor. Someone says something to me, and I hear their voice. I hear my own voice answer. It sounds like me. There is no pause where I check myself. I feel a small smile on my face without deciding to put it there. My hands are at my sides, open. I feel the air on my skin. I am not waiting for the moment when I will be found out. There is nothing to be found out. I am here. I am whole. I notice a thought arise about how I am being seen, and I watch it float by like a leaf on water. I do not grab it. I let it pass. My breath stays steady. My chest is warm and open. I feel the energy in me, the one I used to call too much. It feels like aliveness. It feels like me. I am not trying to be anything else. I look at the person I am speaking with, and I am present with them. I am not half inside my head, watching myself. I feel my body relax into the conversation. My voice has its natural rhythm. I laugh and it comes from my belly. I feel the sound move through me, and I do not pull it back. The conversation ends naturally. I am standing alone for a moment. I feel the energy in me settling, pulsing, moving. It does not need to be fixed. It does not need to be hidden. I feel my feet on the floor again. I take a breath in and I let it out. I am here. I am safe. I am myself. And it is ordinary. And it is enough. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There is nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.